Sunday, Feliz Domingo, and welcome to another episode of Breakfast with Pals. Woo. Happy Sunday. What's going on, Al? How you doing, my friend?
Doing good actually. Like I feel like I didn't get any sleep last night.
Maybe because we did the live lady last night.
I guess it was like 1:30 when we cut out. And
yeah, I stayed probably about 2:30. Talking
but did you really? I feel tired.
To Brian. But it was fun, man. It was fun.
It was.
If you guys want to know more about what we're talking about on YouTube, the replay's there. You can watch it. Creators, YouTube, and all that good stuff. It was a good talk. Good morning, Chris. Happy Family Adventure. Plum and Cheesa. Good morning, Lynette. Good morning, Candyman. What's going on? Good morning, Mar. What's going on? Lara. What's going on? Good morning, everyone. I hope everything is well for you guys. So today we're going to talk about, and we're going to close this chapter already. Let's see what to do. Should we go to Disney? Should we stay home? What are we going to do? I know someone that said, you know what? I don't want to go to Disney. I don't mind if I don't go to Disney. I could be right here, right now.
Yeah.
So let's see where he's.
I haven't even been to Disney yet. I only went to Polynesian. I didn't even go to the park.
So let me see where he's at. Rob, where are you? Oh. What part of Disney is that?
Did he drown?
Oh, no. He's good.
All right.
Good morning, brother.
I'm at the beach. My beach. That's
is that
right.
Yours?
It's my private beach. They made it just for me.
Gotcha. Why are those people back there? Oh.
Let me go in, though.
I think that's his people. I'm not sure.
You better call security because there's a couple of people back there in your beach.
No, I allow them to be here.
Oh, okay.
Everybody having a good time? See?
Gotcha. So while he goes inside for a little bit, thanks you guys for being here. Appreciate it. On happy Sunday.
Michelle's at the beach.
He's at the beach, but I don't know where. Rob, Mars asking where are you at?
I'm on Wrightsville Beach.
There you go.
Wrightsville Beach.
But it's private because it's my own section of beach to the resort that I'm staying at. You understand?
I understand.
Okay.
I am, after all, the rope.
That's
Sometimes
right.
we forget that I'm the rope.
Yeah.
You choked me up.
Doing good, bro?
The sand.
Yo, so
Nothing like beach sand in your ass first thing in the morning, huh?
Now, Rob, that's not a green screen. You are actually at the beach, right?
Yeah, man, I'm walking around. What do you mean?
Nothing. Just joking.
I don't have all that fancy gadgets that you guys got. I got me.
yeah.
Yeah, you're not tech savvy at all, pretty much.
I'm really not. You can tell by the 2 videos that I got up on my own channel.
Yeah.
Not exactly professional.
Yo, so this is fun. This is gonna be fun.
But how many people got their own private lawn here, huh?
Oh, that's nice.
Nice,
Real.
huh?
And the weather is nice too. I can see that.
It is fancy.
Yeah.
Get one of these hammocks and chat it up, as it were. Let's see. Anyway,
I don't know.
Yeah.
am I good though? Everything coming in good? Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's good.
A little too good.
Yeah. Awesome. It's like you have a background.
I got that new G20 thing. The what do you call it? The Samsung, gigawatts, 470,000 gigawatts.
Gigawatts.
Oh man. Hey Rob, let me ask you a question.
What?
Since you're sitting now in the hammock. All right,
I
cool.
got my hammock.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Oh my
nice.
God.
All right. Let's do this.
All right, cool. So are you upset that Stitch Grayscape is closed?
No, I bought it.
Oh. bought it.
No, I didn't buy it. I'm just kidding. I said that in a video.
I bought it.
No, I am upset a little. Not really. I'll be honest with you. I haven't gone in there since the alien encounter, bro. That's taking you way back.
Got you.
But yeah, I mean, you know, it wasn't. Anybody will say it wasn't that great to begin with. You know what I mean? It really wasn't. And I love Stitch. You know, that's one of my favorite characters. But
Yeah.
you know, I think they should do a Moana roller coaster or Moana ride. You know?
Yeah. Mr. Fulton, happy birthday tomorrow. Thanks for being here.
Crap, that sun is intense.
So, all right. So you just came back from Disney.
Wait, hold on. I want to. Oh,
All right.
He fell off.
God.
it's all right. I'm all right. What has happened to me?
He's got a bum leg. Those weren't even stairs.
Oh man. All right, Rob. So you came back from Disney. All right.
Yeah.
You have that Disney sickness that we get when we come back home.
I don't have that. Oh, you're talking about where you feel bad?
Yeah, you do. Don't lie.
Yeah, I do. We all get that.
So
The Disney blues, they call it. You know.
exactly. So to close this chapter about should we go? What are we gonna do? What are your thoughts at the end of the day? Well, how was the entire experience here at the Disney properties? I know you didn't want to go to the parks, but you went around different resorts. You went to the monorail, and you saw cast members and cleaning procedures and all that stuff. So, what are your thoughts? And then I go with Al.
I think if they keep up with the way they're doing, you know, with the things they have in place, you know, I feel like they're on the right track. I mean, you know, people. This is bad, this pandemic, man, you know? And the thing about the resorts with me, like, I feel like if I was there now, I would probably go. I just didn't want to go right off gate because I didn't know if there'd be like 1 million people showing up because they, you know, people aren't, you know, there's things with people, you know that.
Yeah.
And I'm a worrier when it comes to stuff like that, you know? But I don't know. If I was there now, I would totally go. I don't hear none of that where people are like, oh, stay home, don't go, you know. Disney needs it right now. You know what I mean? They're hurting. They're hurting bad, man. Like, you gotta spend. We gotta spend. I'm going back, dude. I am. This is just a little temporary relaxation, as it were, that I do from time to time.
When are you coming back?
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. To be honest with you, Gonzo, to be totally honest, I'm not a summer Disney guy.
Yeah, me neither, really.
A summer day. To here, I'm in Wrightsville Beach, bro, and I'm ready to die. Okay. It is freaking hot, let me tell you.
Yeah.
So I'm sure down there, if you're sitting in an easy bake oven, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it was super hot. This 3 days that I went, the first day wasn't that bad, but the last two, oh my god! The other day that we went to Epcot, the sun was.
I don't know how you do it. I really don't.
Yeah.
Shade, a lot of beer, and a lot of water. That's it. But again, I understand, and I think summertime is the hardest time to go to the parks. I honestly are, because you get the rain, then it rains, and if it rains like not a lot of time, all that humidity comes up and it's going to make it worse. But thank God for stores with air conditioning and pavilions with air conditioning and stuff like that. So it's doable, but I'd rather go for it winter or, you know, but summer are hard, man. They're hard. So you're happy? So you saw everything was working fine. You'll say you will come back. Al, what about you? You were there with the Robe. You had a couple of videos as well. What do you think of all of this?
To tell you the truth, I mean, I like, you know, that. Well, I think it was either on your live streams or your videos that you posted recently.
Hey, Jeff, good morning. The Whip Dad is here. Good morning. Sorry, I miss you. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Al.
Gonzo, it's your live streams or videos that you recently posted. You were showing the air conditioned spots that Disney kind of opened up.
Yeah, on the live stream.
You know, it was on the live stream. Yeah, for the people to go and take your mask off, sit down, and
Mhm.
and hang out a little bit, spaced out and everything. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to going back to the parks as soon as I can. August 5th, I should be going back to the parks for at least the Epcot for a little bit.
Okay.
But as far as Polynesian goes, man, I mean, doing a resort stay is really nice. It's really, really nice. It's very safe. I had no problems whatsoever.
Mhm.
You know, it's not like the what one of my main concerns was when we were first going to Polynesian, when like I was on my way to Polynesian, I was thinking to myself, are the cast members going to be up our trying to install rules and like be chasing us around and being like, you got your mask on, right? But
Yeah.
no, nothing. I mean, they were very cool. They didn't like ruin the experience, is what I'm trying to say, And I mean, I'm not saying a cast member would ruin an experience. It's just given to the point we're in right now, the time period we're in right now, what we're going through right now. One would think that, they're going to try to push the rules on us, like they do it. Remember when they stopped the smoking in the parks and everything else like that? They took all the smoking out.
Mhm.
And people were still vaping a little bit, and sometimes they'd come over and bug you and be like, "Hey, you can't vape here. You got to go to the front of the park and all that stuff."
AVP, good morning.
So I was kind of figuring it might be like that, hey, you don't have your mask on, put your mask on. But then again, everybody's following the rules, so they didn't have to do
true.
all that. I'm sure they probably would. I was following the rules. Robe was following the rules, so
Yeah, I think everybody's following the rules. So here's a question, and let's do a pause here. And Rob and Al, and from Bloom and Cheese, he says that I'm going to the Disney cruise in October. I'm going one in October and December. Wonder thoughts. So Disney cruise, what do you guys think at this time?
Shoot. I don't know about a cruise.
Disney cruise? No way.
Yeah,
No
I
way.
don't know about all that. But he's going in October, though.
October. So we're talking about what?
It's still a little while
3 months.
away. I wouldn't go right now. If you could, I wouldn't go right
I don't think they're running right now, are they?
Yeah, I don't
think so.
either.
No.
Yeah.
No, you just got to be careful because cruise, I mean, they're clean and they clean the stuff, but it's something that everybody's there and
You got nowhere to go.
yeah, it's like it's a closed environment at the end of the day. I mean, so much cleaning you can do, but I wonder what they're going to do. Are they going to do testing or what measurements are they going to take? I'm not familiar with what measurements the cruise line is going to take.
Can I bring something up?
Sure, go ahead.
When I was at the Poly, some of the cast members were upset at the fact that they weren't temperature checking the way they should be. If you're going to check somebody's temperature, you should check them at all entrances, all over the place. You know what I mean? To make sure everybody's temperature is, within a decent amount. Some people think we're running a fever. They don't even know they're running a fever,
Yeah.
When I came into this joint, they checked my temperature right off gate before I walked through the door,
Okay.
They don't do that at the resorts is basically what's going on, because I didn't get my temperature checked when I walked in,
Yeah.
And that's dangerous.
Yeah,
So-
we got our temperature check when
Before
you
we
get
went
on the monorail. Yeah.
But not when we went in the resort. So that made me a little nervous at the time, Now, I didn't go to the parks. Gonzo, are they checking your temperature when they go in the parks?
Do you have to? Yeah, that's the first thing they need. You have to check the temperature before you go in. Before you even went through security, you have to check the temperature first. So, yeah, and going back to what Bloom Chisa was asking is that I'm not sure. See, that's a great topic that we should talk about it more. Is that I wouldn't feel safe in a cruise at this time, at this point in time, because you never know. I mean, maybe you don't have anything, fever or anything, but maybe you have the symptoms, and all of a sudden you're in a cruise for a couple of days, and boom. So what are you gonna do? You can run nowhere.
And they probably won't bring you back to port.
Again, Disney is Disney, and maybe they do a lot of stuff to protect us in the cruise, which I don't know. I don't want to guess either. But it's something that is concerning. So what I suggest is Bloom is make sure when the time comes, just make sure you see what kind of measurements are they taking. and hopefully they take the temperature, which I think they are. I don't know. Is anyone in the chat have flown recently on a plane? Do they take the temperature? Do you guys know that? Oh no.
Yeah.
Anybody?
Ah, Christ, this is 8 foot. Hold on one
Oh
second.
my god. Oh my god. There goes a new phone.
There goes the new phone. Is it waterproof?
I hope so. If not, it's gonna be a short stream.
I got this.
Oh my god.
I think the 20 is waterproof. So I think we're all right.
See,
Hey, Christy, how you doing?
What's up, Christy?
at Disney, all the pools are shallow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Not North Carolina. They want to drown you.
Rob, I'm sorry to tell you, but you ain't Disney anymore.
Oh,
Addy family says that can happen to you on a cruise, even when there is an epidemic. That's true. You're in close quarters at the end of the day, so that's true. So again, just I mean, and Disney's doing their thing. It's like what we said is they have check your temperature. You have to wear your mask. They're cleaning all the time. They give you space because everybody knows that the heat is tremendous and masks are not a great thing to have, but we have to. So they have like open spaces that you can chill, sit down with 6 feet or more space, and some of them have air conditioning, some others just open air that you can relax, drink food, and just not wear a mask for a little bit. Do they have that in the resorts or no? No, right? They don't have that.
No, that's what your room's for.
Room. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
like they just tell you.
Sure.
They just tell you to go back to your room and relax there. And yeah, I mean, just like Addie said about how, that's what I'm saying. They don't bother you unless you're standing there without a mask on in the middle of public and somebody else comes walking by within 6 feet. They might come over and be like, hey, this guy's.
I tell you what, I want that temperature gun. I'd like to walk by everybody, you know what I mean, and just zap them. That would be me.
And that brings this question, Rob. What will be your answer? Hey, Gary, what's going on? Good morning. Don't whip that ass. Is it really we want people taking our temperatures, or are we wanting someone else checking everyone else?
Yeah.
Hashtag asking for a friend. What do you think?
That's a good topic, dude. I mean,
well,
what do we want? Do we want to check them?
Like, I want my temperature checked on a regular. I do it. I got the little thing you put up against your temple. I check it like every.
Oh, so you do have
hour. I'm terrified of this thing, bro. Because what John told me, Panda, when he told me about that YouTuber that got it, I'm terrified. Everybody is. You know what I mean?
I'm not so much.
No, you will be. You will be. You know somebody that gets it and drops dead, kid. You're gonna be a little more nervous about it.
If you remember correctly, when I was 1.5 years old, I did drop dead.
Oh yeah,
flu. Yeah. So I got the flu. I died for about 5 seconds, and Dr. Diaz, God rest her soul.
God bless her.
She revived me, and I was able to.
Nobody knows that about killing men.
Yeah, they don't know that. But I have a high immune system. And I rarely get sick.
And I do too. I do too. I'm not I'm pleasantly plump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're all right, right? But like there's things, there's things. Sometimes some people are getting it and they cough, fart, and it's over. You know what I mean? Some people are getting it and it's not like that. It's horrible,
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it just depends on the person. It's funny because we were talking about this morning, and at Disney, I don't know. I just don't want to feel like that, like I can be compromised, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. VP, VP is saying something. Can you see the comments, Rob, or you can't? You can't see them, right?
I've been checking them as I go. That's why I probably look weird sometimes because I'm trying to read them.
Okay, because VP is saying that you're paranoid based on what you're saying right now, but you're out in public, that he's confused. So, but I mean, you still have to.
Well, wait a minute now. I'm in North Carolina. I'm in Wilmington. If you look up the numbers here, there ain't no numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why people are a lot more relaxed here. That doesn't mean anybody should come here. We like it like this.
He's not promoting. He's not promoting.
Yeah, I'm definitely not promoting. But yeah, so it's a little more relaxed here, obviously, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But which
How's
is
how's the measurements there where you at right now? Since we're in the topic.
talking about numbers.
No, meaning the place that you at. I mean, did it check anything for you? Did you request anything, or just wear a mask and come in?
Do I like it? You mean?
No, the measurements, security measurements for the COVID. Are they taking anything?
Okay.
Where you at right now this time?
Yeah. They check your temperature.
Okay.
That's about it, though. Really, you know, they tell you to mask up when you're not in the pool area, you know, or the beach. You could be on the beach and not be masked up. You could be in the pool, but like if I go inside the building, I gotta put the mask back on. You know, so it's anybody who's being offended by having a mask up and do all the things they do in Disney, we got to do it everywhere. You know what I mean? Everywhere.
Yeah,
I'm in a whole
it's gotten a lot more stricter here, though. Like
absolutely
today, right, Gonzo? Is it today that
tomorrow, the 20
CVS and all them? Yeah,
20
tomorrow.
But it's not here. It's everywhere.
Oh, is it everywhere? I thought it was just Florida.
What are you talking about?
It's everywhere.
What are you talking about?
CVS, Walgreens, all that, you know, Publix and you know, I believe Walmart too. They're going to require you to wear a mask when you walk in through the door. If you're not, you're booted out. You know, they're going to boot you out.
I don't find offense in that, man. I really don't. I'm not with those people that are like, you know, they can't tell us what to do.
You know,
I mean, it's a precautionary thing.
I mean, with Home Depot, I mean, the
Home Depot is one of them.
The store the store that I work out of. But see, what we do is we have masks, right? Because if somebody comes through without a mask on, my store manager will nicely walk up and say, "Hey, you know, you can't enter without a mask." And they say, "Oh, well, I don't have my mask. I completely forgot it. Sorry," and everything. And he's like, "Oh, no problem. Just wait here for a minute, and I'm going to go grab you one." And he goes and grabs the disposable mask and hands it to him.
That's good. Yeah.
He doesn't want them to have to go home and come back. They might not come back, and that's losing sales. I mean, you know.
Yeah, it's loss of business.
Yeah. And again, we alleviate a little bit of the topic, but here's the places that are supposed to start. Best Buy, BJ's, Costco, CVS, Kohl's, Kroger, Publix, Sam's Club, Starbucks, Target, Walmart. Those are the ones that will require on July 20. But it doesn't say it's luckily. It's actually national. For Target, it will be August 1st. So they're going to push it a little bit more. And for the rest of them, that's I can see, it starts on the 20th and the 21st. So
I already wear mine in those stores, so it doesn't. I don't know. That doesn't faze me. It's
common sense. If you're on the street already and you're doing your shopping or whatever, I mean, if you want to be protected, you got to wear your mask, right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. That's the way I think right now. So
the only thing I thought that I heard is that you got to wear a mask on a ride. Is that right?
Yeah, all of them.
But if you're socially distanced, and let's say you're on Thunder Mountain, one of my favorites.
It's a closing environment.
Huh?
It's a closing environment. It's closed.
But you're wide open, man. You're going over the track and everything. The air's blowing.
But you never know, man. You never know. So let me ask you this, Ro. Maybe somebody has the symptoms, but I'm
just thinking because that guy VP, he said that I was kind of paranoid. I'm really not, but I am precautious. I would say precautious. I wouldn't say paranoid.
Yeah, no, but he was saying because you were talking about that the way you were feeling at the moment. But I think it's important that you have the mask on the rides because you never know who's been there before. You don't know what's in the atmosphere. I'm sorry, you don't know. You don't know.
Yeah,
I agree.
Honestly, we probably know 5% of the 100% of what this virus does and what it can do or what it can do. We don't know a lot of it yet.
That's true.
So
at the same time, though, if you're worried about being on a roller coaster traveling at 50 miles per hour and worried about COVID coming down and hitting you in the face, I would be more concerned about walking down the street at that point then, because, you know, you're walking behind somebody and they cough, you could walk right into that field and, you know, it's a lot more chances you're going to be sucking up the COVID on the street, walking at 1.2 miles per hour rather than traveling 50 miles per hour and flying right through it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not a physicist or anything.
And here's another situation. I guess we changed the topic, but that's good.
No,
we're here to talk about
we'll go back to Disney.
we talk about anything. That's fine. Katrina brings something. That's a real good question. She says that I want to know how children who are disabled, how are they going to enforce the mask when you go into the stores? My son has ASD and SPD and will not wear one because he doesn't like anything on his face.
Mm-hmm. See, that's tough.
That's tough.
That's tough. Yeah.
I don't know how.
I have a grandson that has things, and that's complicated. Like, what do you do? You know what I mean? What do you do when you have a situation like that? You know?
Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough situation. It is. I mean, I wonder how the stores are going to handle.
I would think they would allow them, some leniency when it comes to that. Man, you have to, right? Yeah. Like, the kid's going to flip out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Jeff, I'll send you an invite if you want to come in. Just to let you know, I forgot to tell you I did it a long time ago. My bad.
Who's that? Ooh.
Don't whip that.
Oh, I love that, Jeff.
Jeff only knows me from Legend.
So here's another thing. Jeff was saying that if you're worried about being a roller coaster and getting it, why are you in the roller coaster? And it's like, why are you gonna? If you're worried about getting it, why are you going to the parks? If you're worried about getting it, why are you hanging around?
He's got a good point. Always choice.
Yeah, it's not like you have to go to the parks. It's not like it's your job to go to the parks. You're required to.
At the end of the day, you're responsible for your actions. Unfortunately, you are.
Sorry,
nobody tells me to go to the parks. I decided to go, and I thought it was safe. Trust me, if I would have gone the first day and I see it wasn't safe, I wouldn't gone the other days. But I felt safe. And I take my measurements properly. I wear my mask, I wash my hand all the time, I take care of everything. I use hang with people that I know that they don't go out partying, all the stuff. That's what people hang out with.
Yeah.
That is always home. Sorry, but it is.
It's the truth. It's factual.
I mean,
but anyway,
it's something that it's a long topic, man. Because Chrissy says I wear a mask for others. How do I know I'm not a carrier with no symptoms? That's the other thing. It's so much shit. It's things. So much things to
You've been hanging out with me too much.
Yeah, so many questions. But again, it's you do your own thing. You know what? And I was talking with BP. I think it was BP or we can't. No, I think it was BP the other day. Going back to Disney for a second. So regardless, any trip. I mean, if you're so worried, you shouldn't be traveling. Going on a plane or stuff like that. If you're worried, that's the first thing.
That's where I hear that when the people say stay home. You know what I mean? Like
that's right.
They have argument there. You know what I mean? If you're that worried, like me, I didn't go to the parks. I didn't make a big thing about it. I just didn't go.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you're worried, stay home until you're not worried.
So two things I want to mention. Okay, the first thing is that shoot, I was going to talk about what we talk about. Oh, that if I'm going to Disney again for a second. If you come from another state, another country, not right now, but if you come from another state, then you got to pay a lot of money. I don't think it's worth it to you to come to the parks because you're going to miss the total experience the way you're supposed to.
Yeah.
If you're aware of it and you want to spend thousands and thousands of dollars, be my guest, come back because you're going to be safe as long as you follow protocol. That brings me to the other point. Sorry to interrupt. Give me a second. It says, Gonzo and I watched this kid in front of us in the line literally touch every station at touch points, even though none of it was working. And he says,
that's what kids do.
That's not my responsibility. I feel like saying to her mom, ma'am, are you gonna do something with this kid?
You gonna watch a kid? You know,
Because at the end of the day, you never. Oh, hello.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if I say something, somebody says something, oh, you're the bad guy.
Yeah.
What is your business? What is some?
Yeah.
But come on, do you think if it was my kid, I would let them do that? Man, I would slap him
Hey.
so hard.
when
And
we
I
were
think-
at
I think when you have 47 kids like me, that's one of the reasons why I didn't go, bro. Is because I knew that was going. I know that's going on.
Alright,
You know
so
what I mean?
Kids are kids. I understand.
They're
But
gonna
tell
be
them something.
kids, bro. You can't stop them from being kids.
I know, but
No?
if you're there, watch them. You can
Yeah.
avoid them.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna touch it. All right, here, hand sanitizer. Clean it. Let's go. Move on.
right. Well,
But-
when we were at Polynesian,
Give them the
I told my
spritz.
kids-
You got to give them the spritz.
I told my kids,
The
like,
alcohol spritz.
I mean,
don't even touch the gate for the pool. Like, you know, we'll open the gate for you. You know,
yeah.
and,
I mean,
and they
at the-
didn't. You know, they were like, okay. you know.
At the end of the day, it's our responsibility. If we don't take care of our family, each other, because at this point, humanity sucks. It is. It is because we don't care about the human beings.
Yeah.
We don't. We
Yeah.
care about. Oh boy, here we go. I'm gonna lose everybody right now.
He's
Watch.
gonna go in the rain. Here he
Watch
goes.
this. Watch this.
His
I care
feathers
about. I
his
care about.
feathers are fluffing.
I care about the restaurant open, the stores open. I care about everything to be open, beach, everything. Where's the humanity side? Where's all these people that? Please don't tell me now that the numbers are wrong. We know that numbers are wrong and stuff like that. But there's people dying of this.
Yes.
And I don't see
Yeah.
no leaders or anything worrying about all this stuff.
That's what makes me
I'm
wonder.
sorry, it's a lot of bull crap. At
That's
the end
what
of the
makes
day,
me wonder. Yeah, that's what makes me wonder if, like,
this
You want to know
world,
the thoughts? You want to know my thoughts?
this world is f really, because
yeah,
we should have taken care of this a long time ago.
My thoughts are herd immunity.
yeah,
What they want to happen is for everybody to get it and beat it. And when that happens, when the immunity figures out how to destroy it
just
over and
again.
over again, as it jumps from body to body, now all of a sudden, like I said, it's a cough and a fart, and you don't have it. You know what I mean?
Cough in the foot.
Well, this has just got better now,
Yeah.
much better.
Bam.
There he is.
I told myself like 19 times, no, man, don't even go get your email. Don't look in the email. Don't get the invite. So I might have a different opinion. Rob, how are you? I don't think we've been on the same show before, Rob. There was
No.
a year that I didn't really believe. I thought you were like Bigfoot, like we wanted to talk about you, but you weren't a real thing. But no,
I'm legendary, sir.
that's what I hear. I like it. You know what? I think you might be. What was that show, Splash? Like I only see you as a water creature. You're just in this pool or that pool. So I'm a little jealous.
It's summertime. I'm like a walrus. You know what I'm saying?
If you're like a walrus, I'm my own planet. So
It's summertime. I gotta stay cool. You know.
well, it looks like you're doing it. I mean, shades on. I mean, hold on. Where are my sunglasses? I need them right now. I guess they're down there. So I might have an opinion.
Oh,
May I?
Absolutely.
Oh, go for it, buddy.
So
But first, can I say I'm a big fan? Just saying.
thank you. I'm a bigger fan. I love your. What is my daughter likes to say people have a
A
I
catchphrase.
can't find the word like a persona.
Should I say what?
That's better than I was gonna. I'll pretend like I was gonna say that. That was
My
great.
mother used to say that about me.
I don't even know what that means. I just liked it. It sounded good.
It's like a certain something.
It sounds like I want to go have dinner now. I don't know what. Appetizer or something. So Gonzo, love you.
I know.
Did you just say that everyone is being selfish? Because I think the entire nation just shut down to save people's lives. What am I missing?
I didn't say everybody's selfish. I think the government's doing the wrong thing. Because do you care more about opening business than people dying? Because that's what the governor of the Florida is doing right now. He doesn't give a freaking rat about it.
So I love you, but if you feel that way, why were you in Disney? Because if you're mad at Disney being open,
That's my personal. That's my personal. Nobody can mess with my personal decisions because I'm the one who makes that decision. But at the same
you
time,
want the governor to tell you. Hold on.
Because I'm there. It doesn't mean that I agree with what he's doing. It's my personal decision that I'll be.
Want him to tell? I'm asking you. Are you saying that you want him to tell people this business, Disney or Publix, or you pick it, but we're talking about Disney. You want the governor, again, I'm asking, to say Disney shouldn't be open, but you were there?
What I'm saying is he should take the proper procedures to lower the numbers from long time ago. We're not talking about now. Now we're just messed up. You shouldn't open them before. You should take more precautions.
I think that people want to blame somebody else.
I see the numbers. I see the numbers going up, and I've seen the government doing anything. I'm sorry. That's the way I feel.
But again, let me just make sure I understand, because maybe it's me, maybe it's my ears, maybe it's my brain. I think you said, I want the government. What is business more important, and we're going to kill people, or however you put it? I don't want to put words in your mouth, whatever. So I think that means you think that the government should, or somebody should, close the businesses that you went to?
No. What I'm saying is,
let me explain.
They should took control before all this happened, and now there's nothing going about it. I'm still gonna go.
I just think it's weird. Like I think what we have a disease in America right now, and it's we're all sacrificing for everyone else, yet we're angry because everyone else is not. Like the temperature thing. I like what Robe said. That sounds like he's got one of those guns. And he takes his temp. That he's taking personal responsibility. If you got to take
it right now in the pool.
There you go. if you're worried about it, take your temperature. If you're worried about helping other people,
hold on. You know what? That bullshit about that the data is also wrong. That's bull, because people are dying. People are dying.
I didn't say that. You're freaking out.
I'm talking about you, Jeff. People are dying, bro. I'm sorry, because that's the reality. People are dying.
So hold on.
People are dying.
I don't like to use.
Yeah, maybe it's inflected in the numbers, or maybe the numbers are wrong, but people are dying at the end of the day. So,
have you heard of a thing called a car accident?
Yeah.
Do people die in the car? Should we stop driving? Or can people make their own decisions?
That's true.
If you're between 20 and 40 years old, you have a 40 times larger chance of dying in an accident, that's cars, in America, than you do of COVID. That's not to say that COVID's not killing people. It's like the argument, well, it's not the flu, people. Nobody says it's the flu. The flu kills people every year. If we're staying home from school to save people, we better stay home from school March through October every year. This has become an unbelievable, I want to do what I want to do, but you better do what I think you should do thing, in my never so humble opinion. And I'm amazed by it. I feel like this isn't World War II. We didn't send our kids overseas to save people from tyrants, but we did make a sacrifice, and it was an economic sacrifice. We shut down businesses, some that will never come back. And yet it seems that 1/4, maybe 1/3 of America wants to yell at another 1/4 or 1/3 of America because they're not doing enough. I don't get it. I think that I'm looking at America in 2020 and I'm proud. And I'm just saying America because I live here. I'm not saying Iceland's not doing this. I just don't have any. I don't know what they're doing in Iceland. I would be proud if I was looking down, and I feel like I think we all should be doing this, at what America's done so far. We have sacrificed, yet people like Trevor Noah go on their show and rip people in Disney. You don't have to go to Disney. And I get the argument, well, but then you're spreading it. Yeah, I get it. People, the idea of staying home wasn't to stop this virus. It was to slow the large curve, so the churches, so the hospitals wouldn't be overrun. We can't stop a virus.
No,
that's insane. Like I think that people should read a thing, and whatever thing you want to read 4 things. Of the virus won't be stopped. It will either burn itself out or we'll get a vaccine. And there's great news on the vaccine front. Moderna had a great week. There's 2 of them that look really, really good. There's like 9 that are close. They're talking about late this year or early next year. Moderna looks the strongest, but there's 2 American companies that are doing an amazing job, and it looks really.
Get one.
But it might not. It might not. Like sometimes viruses just burn out. And what does that mean, burn out? That means everybody got it.
Yeah, that's
like,
what that means.
I don't like poop humor. Okay. I really don't like poop humor. But if you pass gas, there's at least two cheeks of something, underwear and shorts, yet it gets through. Okay. The mask is there to help you when you cough.
It's not a way of putting things, Tony.
Or when you sneeze, right? And it's the right thing to do. I'm not saying don't wear a mask. What I'm saying is if you're compromised, if you're compromised, or if you got somebody in your family that's compromised, you should take extra precautions. Yeah. But you shouldn't think that everyone on the planet should do what you want them to do. We already are. I feel like I get yelled at for not wearing a mask while I'm wearing a mask. It's insane. Yeah. Am I nuts? Does anyone on the panel or anyone in chat not think that America has and is sacrificing greatly, yet we're mad because the governor in whatever state didn't do something? It's a virus. You can't stop it. Like, do we know what a virus is? I'm going to try my best to shut up. Everybody knows it won't work. Yeah. No, please tell me where I'm wrong.
I do agree. I mean, I do agree.
I'm kind of in agreement with both, though, with Gonzo. I mean, as far as what Gonzo's saying about, what is the government, what are they doing? You know what I mean? Why aren't they leading the proper way? I think it's because the government has no idea.
That's right, bro.
You got to remember, the pandemic.
We're looking at people who don't know anything.
The last time we had something like this was in 1917.
Yeah.
Spanish flu. Was alive at that time. We don't know.
Spanish flu ended World War I, people. We think the Spanish flu ended World War I. Hey, Michael. Yeah.
Because they didn't want to die from bullets. They're scared of getting sick.
We should look at the data from the swine flu, which was H1N1. I think it was in 08. I don't want to be wrong, and everybody can, I know I'm on the internet. People can fact check me. But H1N1 hit, I want to say it was 08. Look at the death numbers in America. It's not that different than what we're going through right now. Just right now, we have Twitter, and we're pissed at everyone, and we're so angry. I see us as sacrificing much and yelling a ton. Like Tanya, that crazy Disney lady. Mm-hmm. She went to Disney. She's wearing the mask. She followed the rules, and she got death threats. That's insane.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah,
she got food poisoning, didn't she?
Her who is it? Her friend had an allergic reaction.
Yeah,
it was on video, and somebody spliced it up and put it on Twitter and acted as if it was COVID. There's a need for people to spread their fear. And people are mad. Like Al, you said you're not fearful. Look, I think I'm not at church right now. I'm not at church because old people go to church, and I think it's the right thing to do. I don't think I have it. If I do, I could give it to them, so I'm not going to church. Bunch of old people there. I haven't been to church since this happened. It's no big deal. I get to sleep in on Sundays. I get to be on your show, Gonzo. It's kind of cool, right? But
yeah,
I still feel like people are mad at me because I'm not afraid. I think people are afraid to not be afraid. And that's not me saying that people aren't dying. But when they say that, people are dying every day. It's a horrible thing. I'm not happy they're dying. I'm sad they're dying. But what the argument seems to be, we're going to be mad at X, the government, person on the internet, whatever, until what? It's crazy. It's crazy. My mom is older. She's got issues. I don't want her to go to Disney. If I'm not at Disney, I would go. That would be my personal choice because it's legal. But why are people mad even though we've crushed the economy on purpose to save people's lives, yet people still want to yell, we don't care about people? I don't see it that way. I see it as one of the most sacrificial years in the history of America. Obviously not on par with World War II, but am I nuts? Probably. Am I nuts on this one? Please tell me.
Probably not. Yeah, it's just that's the whole thing. Is like I don't know what they expect either. I'm gonna tell you right now, as far as what my experience is I'm essential. I've been working since day one. I have not stayed home at all. I've not got the ability to stay home. They didn't say, thank God that my company didn't shut down and send me home. I was able to work. I'm not saying that, but I do deal with the population every single day, 4 a.m. to 2 o'clock in the morning. Got people walking up and going, like, literally, hey, oh, you know what this lawnmower is?
Me too. I haven't run a nonprofit. We have a store. I won't
You
go
know?
into it, but
Yeah.
me too.
And it's like, yeah, okay, you know. And I'm not even supposed to deal with customers because I'm not even on that end. I'm a Bay Integrity merchandiser. I take care of product. That's what I'm supposed to do. But you know, by definition, I'm supposed to take care of product. And but I still have customers come up to me and I have to direct them to an associate. But point being is this, and like I said, it may be my high immune system. I may be asexual or whatever it's called, asexual. I don't know. I'm making a joke right now, but you know what I mean.
Asexual jokes are hard. Try harder.
You know what I mean. What is it? Asexual? Not essential. You know, where I can't get the disease or whatever. I don't know.
Asymptomatic.
That's it. Thank you.
I was enjoying watching you try.
Yeah, I can tell by the expression on your face. But
Gonzo, I love you. You look pissed. I want to hear from you.
I never got it though.
I'm already done. I'm good.
I never got it. I never.
See, but okay, Gonzo, I love you, but that's what I don't understand. People are mad for people who disagree with them. That's
No, I'm not mad. We all have our opinions, and that's cool.
Yeah, everybody has an opinion about it.
So if the governor told you couldn't go to Disney, you couldn't go to Disney. If the governor told you couldn't go to the beach, you wouldn't go to the beach. The governor told you couldn't go to Lowe's, you wouldn't go to Lowe's. Right?
If it's for the wealth of everybody else.
Do you feel like you shouldn't go to Lowe's and the beach and Disney unless do you need the permission or the
It's not
prohibition be set by someone else, or can you make your own
permission? It's not a permission. Just at the end of the day, we just gotta take care of each other, man. And
I totally agree.
It's gonna open everything. That's why the case is going up. Don't you think the case went up because he opened early?
You tell me. You live in Florida, right? New York. If I lived in New York City, I would have went south. That's what everyone did.
The case is there. Yeah. July 4th, open the beach. Should it keep it for a little bit longer? That's the only thing I'm saying. You should be smart about it.
I think smart about it is knowing that it's going to go through the population, and us slowing the curve extends how long we'll be in it. Doesn't save any lives. It doesn't save any lives.
Yeah.
Am I being too brutal, or am I crazy? Yeah. Do we I think that the public thinks that shutting down the economy will save lives, and I think that's a misnomer. I think it extends how long it'll be with us, ensuring that we don't have a spike so the hospitals don't get overrun. That was the issue. And by the way, they didn't.
Yeah.
Am I off?
No.
No, you got good points.
I think that people want to be emotional and pissed off, and it's because we're
looking at my screen.
Fearful people right now who need answers. Leadership is a little weak right now. There's no doubt about that. And I think people are honestly afraid to be afraid. And I feel like I took over your show, and that's what you get for inviting me. But I mean, I don't know. I'm happy to hear other people's views, but I think people waking up looking for the next thing. I think we were really afraid of killer hornets right before this, and now we're not, because we are just fully immersed in the Kardashian level drama. Wasn't enough. This is a real thing. Don't get me wrong. It's a real thing. But what the hell, people? We're mad at people who are trying their best to keep people healthy. It doesn't make any sense. And we're looking to a government to give us rules. Just do we think they know more than us?
We are the government.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, why do we
we're supposed to be, right?
Fauci comes out and says, come on, you need a mask. And then he says, hey, you do need a mask. I just told you that because I wanted the essential workers to have the mask. We all know what was going on there. Do we not? Or maybe we don't.
Yeah.
Sure, a mask helps me when I expel to not get it on Gonzo if I'm hanging with Gonzo or whatever. Right? You know that? It's not going to save lives. It's going to prevent how fast it happens. Do we get that it was about keeping the emergency wards of our hospitals from being overrun? Does that sound crazy when I say that?
I don't know. It's just really confusing, man. You know, what I do know though is, if you want to stay home, you might want to check this out.
What?
Disney paper parks.
Disney what?
Disney paper parks. I just found out about this.
What is it?
It's basically, it says, looking for a special way to commemorate the 65th anniversary of Disneyland. Download the 3 of the paper parks to add sleeping. Yeah, look at that. Add Sleeping Beauty to it. As you make your paper version of Sleeping Beauty Castle using scissors, glue, and other simple supplies, feel free to use your imagination to add new elements and proportion your castle as you envision it. The activity sheets even include fireworks. That is like really, really cool. I just wanted to get that because I noticed that the time's going down. I wanted to show that. This is amazing. Okay.
That's pretty cute.
Is that not amazing? I mean, who came up with that is what I want to know. I mean, sure, it's paper mache, whatever. It's not even paper mache. It's paper cutout. But, and you can download it all you want. But I mean, I don't know. I just think it's cool.
It is cool.
Yes, it is cool. That's a fun
You got to be crafty to do something like that.
That was from Disney Parks Vlog.
It's harder to do in a pool than out of a pool.
No, you can't do it in a pool.
Yeah. Hey, something that I was looking at that I didn't know is that Disney, they enforce now the guests that a lot of people were eating and walking and drinking and walking in the parks. Now you can't do that. Now it says that they're enforcing now that if you have an ice cream and you're walking Main Street, you got to stand in one place, make sure it's 6 feet around, and you got to eat it there. You can't just be walking around with ice cream or potato chip and all this stuff. It just came out today in the WDW news today. Walt Disney World Park guests now being asked not to walk with masks off while eating or drinking.
I mean, I would agree. I would agree with that.
So they're taking all the steps. That's why it says it has spots that they can stand in or go in, so they can do that as well. Relaxation stations. That's what they call it. Which in other parts they're good. I think they're doing a hell of a job on that one. But again,
a few times. Do you feel safe?
Say that again.
You've been to the parks a few times since they reopened, and did you feel safe? Will you be going back?
In the parks? Yeah, I feel safe. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go every day either. I'm probably gonna wait another month or 2 months before I go again, because that's what I feel.
You went to the parks and you
3
felt
days.
safe. Did you feel like they should be legally allowed to be open, or did you feel like the government should make the people not go?
That's an opinion that everybody, if he wants to go, I go. But it's not about the parks.
I'm just trying to point out. I feel like you're on both sides of this.
No, I'm just saying that it's something that it should have been done a long time ago, and here we are. That's my opinion. We should the government should act better. That you saying that they don't know what they're doing, I agree. Maybe they don't even know what's going on.
I don't think they do. I really don't.
I mean, somebody who's in Disney thinks it should be closed.
So it's
Disney.
Okay. So maybe I didn't explain well. So here's the thing. There's no leadership. They don't show leadership, and unfortunately, I feel that way. There's no leadership. It's here. Here it is.
A lot of people feel that way. I feel that way.
Here's the tool. Let's fix it together.
Yeah.
You have to leader. I mean, you have to set examples for your country, for the world. My opinion.
Yeah.
I think we shouldn't open everything the way it did so fast, because we knew there was coming a second round. We already knew this. We'll do it.
But I got a question.
A different way.
Gonzo,
second round. It's an 18-month thing.
when it comes to when you did you go to Animal Kingdom or no?
No.
You've been to Magic Kingdom, you've been to Hollywood, and you've been to Epcot.
That's correct. Yeah.
Did you see a lot of people there? I mean, did it seem like it was kind of crowded?
Nah, empty.
It was empty because people who
Empty, like after hours empty.
Empty like after hours, a little bit more. Yeah. But then again,
It's been a 5-minute wait consistently since it's been open.
yeah, there's two things. I mean, I'm pretty sure Disney's controlling the crowds, but also I don't think a lot of people are going either because they don't
Well,
want
it's
to go.
kind of a combination, huh?
I believe so. I believe so.
I just go back to I think everyone wants everyone to stay home except for them. And I feel like I'm the one getting yelled at while I stay home. It's weird. It's just a weird time. I don't know why we're not proud of each other for taking care of each other. I think we're mad at each other as we're shopping through Walmart, which you could order on your phone and it'll come to your dang house. As we walk through Walmart, we're judging everyone for being there. It's nuts. It's crazy. I think it's a failure of leadership, but I think it's individual leadership. I think it's people wanting to hate on other people. It's people coming on and saying everyone else is doing it wrong, I'm doing it right. I think that's what's wrong. I don't think it's about only taking individual responsibility. I think it's about doing what you feel is right. And if you feel like America opened up too fast, stay home. I'm not living in fear. I work with older people. Old people come into my store. I have a resale shop and we serve kids. So I meet with moms and grandparents.
Mhm.
We're not serving our kids right now. Our store is open. Our store is open, but I'm keeping it as tight as I can. We're doing everything we can with spacing. We're asking people to wear masks. Nobody is. We give out free masks. Nobody wears them. We've got all the stuff and I'm keeping my staffing as low as I can. We're doing lots of things. We're not doing lots of things that we used to do because it takes human contact. We're doing everything we can, yet 4 to 10 people every day come into our store and yell at us about being open. And I'm like, but you're putting stuff in your cart, you idiot. Like, you don't have, it's like the people who are mad at companies who are being open on Christmas Eve for dinner as they're having their dinner. Well, you're being a jerk. You're making these employees work on Christmas Eve while they're ordering their food. I mean, I don't understand. Of the other people on the panel, am I the only one that sees that Americans are absolutely sacrificing right now?
We all are.
A lot of them are. A lot of them are.
I agree.
I'm so angry at our fellow man right now. Then
It's not angry. It's just disappointment of leadership.
of leaders.
Like any, of course, and we're not gonna get into politics because I'm sure there's a lot of things that can be done better.
Yeah.
I know everything. Know everything.
Number one on that list is stop thinking that someone else has a better answer than we do.
Unfortunately, nobody has an answer. But you got to show leadership. That's why you're there. You got to show leadership. You know, we don't have that.
There's
Unfortunately, we don't.
but see, the
that's
thing
just
is
my
though,
opinion.
is
don't.
there's a fine line between leadership and dictatorship.
We
And
don't.
dictatorship will be like, you have to stay home, you have to do this, you have to do that, and
So-
you don't have a choice. If you don't, you're going to go to jail. You're going to be
It
fined.
seems to me that we're mad at the government for not already having done that, which sounds crazy to me.
But at the same time, I understand what Gonzo's saying, though. Gonzo's saying that there should be leadership. And this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to explain what Gonzo's talking about. He's talking about leadership. The leaders, the people we put in power, should be doing more to be an example to us. So,
Should-
like, to lead by example. So, like, if you
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Al. I'm sorry. Keep going.
I'm saying, like, if you ever watch the community, the community broadcast where they're having their meetings and stuff like that, right? They're telling you to wear a mask, but they're standing there at the podium in front of a whole bunch of people with their masks down, and they're talking to everybody, And I always find that really funny because I'm like, you're telling us to do one thing, but you're sitting here and you got your mask off and you're talking to them. You can still talk through a microphone with your mask on. It's a little muffled, but
Can
I
we do
mean-
a mini exercise real fast and see how it comes out? Should we?
that's what I'm talking about.
Should we mandate wearing seatbelts in cars?
We already have.
Should
We already
we?
have.
Should we?
Of course.
We already have. You
We
get
already have.
which I never agreed with either.
It saves life. It saves life. It's already processed. Just
Thank
like
you,
the
Gonzo.
mask.
Keep going, Gonzo. Should we mandate a speed limit?
Well, yeah, we do already.
Should
Yeah.
we mandate a speed? It saves lives, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Should we mandate when you can drive?
When
Should we?
you drive?
Who can drive? Should we mandate? We do that too, by the way. Should we tell people how often they can drive? Should we tell people you can only drive Monday, Wednesday, and Friday? Should we tell them you can only go out once a week? Should we tell them once a month you can leave the house? Should we tell them you can't leave unless you've got a freaking bubble around yourself? At what point do the people decide? Apparently, right now, we want the government to have already told us more things that we couldn't do all by ourselves.
So let me ask you a question, Jeff. Let's go back 4 months ago.
Yeah.
When all the things started, right? When
Well,
they said, you know what,
December.
everything's going to be shut down. Everything's going to be shut down.
Oh, the shutdowns or the? I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I want to say the
Back
shutdowns?
when we're going to shut down all the
Shut down
stuff.
in the middle of March. Got it.
Okay. So, do you think we opened too soon?
No, I think I think the idea of shutting down was the worry in New York City specifically, but we did it nationwide. I don't know why, but the specific concern was the hot spots, of which there was one, New York City, were going to have not enough ventilators to take care of the people who needed a ventilator.
In California, yeah.
They never came anywhere. They were never a hot spot. They're more of a hot spot now than then. It was 100% New York City. Washington had a bad hot spot, but they were already dead. Sorry, I know that's brutal. New York City was the concern. I mean, that's why they sent the ships there and all that stuff. They never needed them, but that we still did the right thing, Gonzo and everyone. We shut down to prevent the hospitals from being overrun. And it didn't happen, but that's because we acted. And that's where I think on your side of the argument, we should be celebrating it. We acted, and the data shows, I believe what you want to believe, but the data shows that the curve stopped. Seems to me that there was a reason. Seems to me that it was because we weren't connecting with each other. Seems to me it's because we shut down. So do I think we opened up too early? No, I think that people falsely believed. Look at when we reopened, whether it's now, 6 weeks ago, or in 6 months, people are going to get it. We're not stopping people from getting it. We're stopping the hospital's ability to not be overrun.
That's true.
That is true. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I don't feel like I'm giving an opinion. Maybe it's coming up with an opinion. Maybe, I don't know. You guys, I mean, think what you want. But the fact that people are getting now was understood, was known. Yet, because we're in a political year, people are pissed. And I've never wanted Thanksgiving to get here so bad in my freaking life. Like, let's just one idiot or the other idiot and pretend like they have some freaking control. It's insane. Go ahead, Don. I can talk to her. Sorry.
So what you're saying right now, leadership sucks, and that's where I'm gonna come to, because there's so many things that they could have done different.
There's not, Gonzo. That's what I'm saying. But so I think your argument is we should have stayed closed long. What?
If you know what would be this? The first one was closed, right? Numbers were down and stuff like that. We already knew there was a second wave.
We're not in a second wave. It's an 18-month thing. We're in the first wave still. Fauci said it. Everybody says
it's coming a second wave and all that stuff. If you see the numbers increasing, don't you need to act a little bit better and control those numbers?
Do you think people are not going to get this if we stay home, or do you think they'll get it when we leave the house?
So let me put this way, okay? I'm the governor of Florida, okay? I see my numbers rising, and this is an example, okay? And I want all three of you guys to tell me your opinion. I'm the governor of Florida. I see my numbers rising. I said, you know what? Today's July 19. You have until the end of July. Buy all groceries, full tank. Make sure you get your medicines, stuff like that. I'm shutting down the state for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Nobody can go in. Only police, hospitals, and rescue. Everybody else has to stay home.
Why do you think it hit New York worse than everyone else? Do you think it may have something to do with the subway systems? Or do you think maybe that's a possibility?
So what? How do you feel about that? That you got to stay home 2 or 3 weeks, shut down completely. You can't do anything.
I think there's no reason for it. I think we've already beat the curve. I don't think any hospitals are. And I'll shut up. I want to hear from Alan, Robe, and anybody in chat too. But I know I've talked a lot. But
I mean, the hospitals are 99% full right now.
We had 8 weeks of nothing but COVID. The look at the COVID. There's not a hospital in America that is ventilator full. There's not a hospital in America that cannot take more patients. There's not a hospital in America who is overrun, and that includes 3 and 4 times the. Like if you're having a heart attack, you stayed home because you couldn't go into COVID. We lost lives because people weren't going in to get things taken care of because they were afraid of COVID. Rightfully so. COVID was a bad deal. You go into the hospital full of COVID patients and you're compromised. You're going to have a bad day.
Do you think wearing a mask is against the Constitution?
No, I don't think so. See, I'm amazed by that thought. Like, that's nuts, man. The government absolutely has the right and the responsibility to mandate things that will keep the public safe. Duh. I don't know. I mean, I can read. I think that's ridiculous. My position, see, that's my point. My position is we already knocked the curve down. Did you think, or did anyone think that that meant no one else was going to get this disease?
I think a lot of people thought that.
I think that maybe they should read.
You know, a lot of people thought that because of all that, you know, we were safe, and it wasn't that. And I think that's where Gonzo's point comes in. Is Gonzo was trying to say, you know, that the government hasn't been completely honest with us, you know, and they haven't. Like the government did not spell out that the reason why everything was shutting down was so we can. They were saying flatten the curve. Well, a lot of people don't understand what flatten the curve even means.
Roby,
you know what I mean?
I think America is full of USA Today readers who read the headline and they believe the dude on BuzzFeed who wants to burn down frickin' everything.
Yeah, obviously.
My
So,
question,
you know, when you have it like that and you shut down everything, right? And people are thinking, oh, well, maybe it's because they're trying to keep everybody from getting sick. No, they weren't trying to keep everybody from getting sick.
Exactly right. That's exactly right. The goal was to keep us from getting this. That's not possible. It was after the peak, which New York City
was trying to slow down people from getting sick. They weren't trying.
There was a big
stop somebody.
There was a hospital boat in the bay. Is it a bay? Whatever it is in New York. They made New York, was it Central Park? And they didn't have to use it. Hallelujah. Thank goodness. But it was about having, I mean, Ford Motor Company stopped what they were doing and made, I think it was 150,000 ventilators, which is, I think, 10 times more than it's ever been used ever. I mean, why aren't we celebrating what Americans, not the freaking government, this isn't a Biden thing or a Trump thing. They're not, come on, people. They're just people with a title. What did we do? I, Jeff, Gonzo, what did I do? I stayed home. I had my staff stay home. I paid my staff while they sat at home and watched Netflix, as did I. And it was the right freaking thing to do. Now, what are we doing? We're mad? I think it's backwards. I think we should be celebrating it. We should all have our freaking American flags out and be celebrating what each other did for each other. We saved old grandmas like my mom lives.
We saved a few of them.
We did.
Yeah.
We did because, and you know who they were? They were New York City grandmas, because everywhere else we have enough bed space in the hospitals. Yes, there are some hospitals that have high numbers. None of them are overrun. None, not some, not none. And it's because we had 6 or 8 or 10 weeks that nothing was going on outside of COVID. Even Houston's one of the ones that's got the most. Less than 40% of they're open. It's open. And of less than 40% at the peak, and I think this was 2 weeks ago, and I'm not a stats guy, so check me, but was COVID. The other stuff was other stuff. I mean, people get sick. When grandma has a heart attack, do you want her to go to the hospital? I think you should. I don't know why we're mad. I'm annoyed at people being annoyed at people for not doing what they think they should do. I think that is not a governmental conversation. That's a human conversation.
Yeah.
I think Davy Crocketeer's in the chat, and I love saying Davy Crocketeer. I just don't know why we're so mad at people. Like, I mean, I love you guys. We're friends. I'll love you after this. But I didn't say anything about the Constitution and the mask. That's an argument that makes no sense on any planet.
Oh, no, I'm just asking because there's a lot of comments about that too.
An argument on people's side that says people like me who think that it's about us. We all made good. Did you stay home? I bet you did. I did. We all did. I think some of us still are. I'm not at church right now.
Yeah.
I don't understand why we're so mad and we think governor somebody or president somebody's supposed to do something. What did they shut us down? What are they supposed to do? How long would have been right? Should we be shut down until COVID's gone? Because that's crazy.
I think if we were
that's when the economy comes in versus life.
Yeah, we should go. It's like the George Floyd thing.
Yeah.
One a-hole cop is a huge freaking a-hole and does a horrible thing. How many people have died in the response to it? Like, at some point, the adults in the room have to say, hey, we're not saving lives by staying home. We already knocked down the curve. This is politics. And I'm sure I'm pissing somebody off, and this is why I don't care.
Well, my question is, say the government tomorrow decides to say, hey, we're going to do another shutdown. We're going to shut down for another 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 months, whatever. Do you think that when we reopen again after that, you think the numbers are going to go back up again?
Of course, when we opened up, we all knew. Fauci said it. Birx said it.
Yeah.
I don't know the Surgeon General's name. I can't think of him. Good-looking dude in the uniform said it. When we reopen, there will be a spike in infections. Also, when we test people, we're going to find out, hey, a bunch of people got it. It's people massaging numbers to spread fear because it's like, first of all, why? Here's another question, and it is kind of a political question. Why is either whoever you want, Trump or Biden, I don't care, right? I have an opinion, but I don't care who you want. But do you think that one of them is going to do better? Because they both aren't going to do anything except for nothing that's going to save lives. I mean, we just needed to knock down the spike. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm repeating myself. So what's right? Personal responsibility. If you've got a cold, stay home. If you're the boss and you can pay your people to stay home, stay home. But there's something that, homelessness sucks.
Yeah, what about the homeless? That's a good point. What about the homeless?
We're killing people by our righteous indignation on the yuppies that are going to Disney. Trevor Noah's explosion on on people, not me, I haven't gone, but on people that I love, people in this chat who've been to Disney. Trevor Noah jumps on his comedy show and rips Disney dads for going to Disney. That is 100% him virtue signaling that I am more virtuous than you. And I'm mad at the president or the governor or the dog catcher or my wife because I can't make decisions for myself.
But I secretly can't stand that guy. I'm just telling you right now.
Hey, Trevor Noah. Noah. Yeah.
I like him, but I don't like him. You know what I mean?
I used to like his comedy.
But late night shows haven't been funny in years. Actually,
you can totally tell that there's definitely something going on by the way these people on these shows talk. Okay.
Obviously, I have a political point of view, and I'm not trying to share it. It's probably obvious how I feel. I don't like people telling other people what to do. But
it sounds like you're a libertarian, sir, like myself.
I might. It might rhyme with that. I think that people like to tell other people what to do because they're impotent and they want to feel like they have power. And this is a scary freaking thing. It sucks. COVID is a bad mama jama of a freaking virus. It sucks. And will more people die? Yes. And will more people die in the streets? Yes. And do we have to decide how fast to drive every day? And should we put on our seatbelt? And should I go in that traffic? And should I, like when there's a tornado outside, like if you see light, if you can hear thunder, they say you can get hit by lightning. When you hear thunder, do you run in the house? We have to make decisions. We take risk every day. And you know what? Here's the truth. All four of us will die. We could die today. We could die in 100 years. And maybe staying in the house will keep you alive longer. Maybe it'll keep grandma alive longer. All those things. Maybe. But I don't think waiting for the governor or the mayor or the president or the dog catcher or my wife to tell me what to do is finding someone with more intelligence or ability to make a decision than me, which probably makes you think that I'm a libertarian, Mr. Fabulous Rope.
A conservative libertarian is what it sounds like to me.
I think the government is really good at two things: killing people and breaking things. Unless I want someone to kill people or break things, I'm not calling the government.
That's a libertarian. Conservative wise.
All right, fellas. All right. So this is always good, man. We all friends and we have different opinions. But sometimes we get into it. Sometimes we that's what we hear.
It's good to get it off your chest.
Yeah, of course.
Good to get it off your chest. Otherwise, you'll go mad, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and it's good sometimes to have this talk and just talk with it. And sometimes we agree, sometimes we don't agree. Just the way it is, But
I think America did forget one key thing, and that's how to debate. Because the debate, we created the debate so that you could tell us how you feel, I could tell us how you feel, and
people
then
default to fear, and then it goes to anger. What? He disagrees with me? He must think I'm a jerk. He must not like me. Why does he have this opinion? Oh my gosh, what an a-hole!
No.
It's broken. People are. You know what? Why would anyone be mad at someone who disagrees with them? Only because of their lack of confidence. So saith me.
Yeah. Sure. But anyway, guys, I'm sorry you were saying because
no. I'm just saying
debating. Yeah.
What is that noise?
It's him. He's got crickets behind him.
Ah, come on, Ro.
Oh, hold on. Right.
Anyhow, guys,
Sorry.
thanks so much for being here. Jeff, thanks so much for stopping by. Al, thanks so much. Ro, thanks so much. Chat, love you all. Thanks so much. Again,
I love all you guys.
it's been fun. It's been fun talking and stuff like that. Yeah, I got upset. It was just me. I get upset. But at the end of the day, I do.
I love you, buddy, but
I love everybody else. And it's good to share your opinions and just, like I'll say, just let it out and just listen to everybody else. It was
Get it
fun.
off your chest.
So good.
Yeah.
As your friend, I would challenge you to not let yourself, and this is out of love, try your best not to get angry when someone disagrees with you, because, you know, I'm not right all the time. You asked my opinion, I gave it. I do think people are stupid. I think people are lazy, and I think people would rather be afraid of things. And I think that there's, in this age of information, everything's knowable, but we still default to fear. And that's just the way God made us. I don't like it, but hey, God didn't give me a vote, but I don't like it.
Yeah, man. No worries. So guys, I thank you again for your time. Thanks so much.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks so much. Make sure you subscribe to all my friends. You're probably Al and Jeff. Don't whip that. And make sure you hit that thumbs up, share, and like the stream. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. And you'll have a good starting of the week. Today's Sunday, so the week starts today. You'll have a good.
Fear not, people.
I'm moving next week
Okay.
Where?
Peace out.
to my new house. I'll tell
5
you about it behind the scenes.
5 minutes away.
All right.
Oh, until next time.
We'll see you real soon.
All right. Happy Sunday, guys. BP. See you soon.